Yeah, actually today's the 5th. My apologies. But I haven't been posting any videos. We're actually gonna start uploading. Again, she's gonna be starting some more of her hair segments for. I forgot the company that she actually come early February. And me on the game videos. I'm actually playing a really cool game right now. It's Assassin's Creed. I'm actually looking forward to actually getting the new God of War custom made. And I traded him to Houston, so he plays for Houston now. And let's see here. It's gonna be not sufficient to do the broadcast. Well, it's saying it's not sufficient, but it's still showing me that it's still broadcasting, so we're still gonna continue to keep doing that. And yeah, so we're about to play this game. And if anybody is watching, I'm trying to learn how to do like floaters with the guy, and I'm not sure why it's not doing it. I could have sworn I've been pressing the right button every time, but it's all good. And I like to play with classic jerseys, so don't judge me. But yeah, and then you see my lineup right there. It didn't even put in James Harden. It has Trevor Ariza over James Harden, which to me is kind of weird, but whatever. He's supposed to be getting into 17 too. I just wasn't. The 16 had just came out, and then 17 literally came out right after that. After I got it, so I'm like,
Happy St. Patrick's Day from all of us at 2K Sports. Can you do a like an Irish accent there, Kenny?
I am a Smith, so that is an Irish descent.
He's not a real Irish. Shiver me timbers, Ernie.
Shiver you timbers.
That's not a St. Patrick's Day.
That's Lucky
deal.
Charms. What do you
Shiver
mean?
me timbers.
Shiver me timbers, Ernie.
Oh,
at any rate,
It means it's Irish.
This is Ernie Johnson, and we got Shaq, and we got Kenny.
We're getting closer to the playoff. I think we're the 4th seed.
Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Pistons in Detroit. Looking at the Pistons, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split.
Yeah, it is what it is.
The Oak are wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. We're at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons plan to take advantage of home court. You look at the Rockets, and this is a dangerous team. There's no doubt about it with the Western Conference's 4th best record.
And they've only played them once this season, but that win should give them some confidence heading into tonight, their final matchup.
And guys, a chance to sweep the season series here. Of course, that motivation goes both ways. So they'll have to come ready to play, and I expect they will.
They've got a chance here to set the floor. Go forward and split the 4. Riley is out there with Lawson, and it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Would have got the 3.
So it's Detroit now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
Here's Lawson. After the made shot from Andre Drummond, Lawson kicks to Freak. Passes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Hill. No luck. Good D by Drummond.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
A shot by Johnson, no good. For Houston, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
Basically, usually like this. I
Kicks
try to
it to
get
Freak.
going real early.
It's up a 3. Detroit with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Freak. He had 34 points in the win against San Antonio.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Now here's Dragic. Following the miss by Freak, Dragic dishes to Drummond. And a kind roll that time off the rim. Drummond's got his second basket.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy do.
Freak sets a screen for Lawson. Pick up by Hill. Lawson kicks to Smith. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
So he'll shoot like J.R. Smith.
Outside Dragic. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Drummond slams it back in.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Yeah, some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, and guys, not wasting any time. Just straight back up with it.
Now, here is Lawson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Outside Dragic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rebound Hill.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go around.
Freak kicks to Hill. Hill, a screen on Dragic. It's back to Hill. Good D by Drummond.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The 3 from Johnson. That one goes. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
6-0 run right now. Pop. We haven't scored since then. Again, everybody can come chime in, watch the broadcast, all that. Come watch. Honestly, excuse me, I ain't pressed the button only because I'm a quick snap.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging 33 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Jones is checked in, and Wiley gets it to go.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
The Pistons lead it. Ilyasova is screen on Lawson. Goes up on the high post. Ilyasova can't hit.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
So they take the lead. That's now 8 points for Freak.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, that shot is being blocked.
Looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Got that one up quick. 6 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
A 3-ball. Ariza with another miss. Pistons leading by 5. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke to the head coach just a bit. He said that they'd be focusing a lot of their defensive energies on containing Ty Lawson, especially in transition. He added, Lawson is one of the fastest players in the league. So if you let him get out and run, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. We've got to keep him in the half court and limit his penetration. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. From outside the arc, and Jackson with the basket on the assist by Lewis.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes.
First shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. Third is Trevor Ariza.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
They are your classic dual-threat small forwards. Their three-point shooting is phenomenal.
They can make
but they can still slice the defense open with their ability to get inside and attack that rack.
Now here's Freak. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, Wiley the pass to Ariza to end the run. And the jumper is on the mark. Harden's got his first basket of the night.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Morris, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Jones. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Here's Baines following the score by Houston. Down low. And he takes it into the layup of a very nice feed. And the Pistons lead by 8.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Jackson. The teardrop falls in. And now a 10-point Piston lead.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Detroit ending the first quarter on a 15-4 run. We've got more in store for you right after this.
I'll go ahead and take a look at tube over here.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Andre Robertson comes in for Johnson. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Houston with a big group substitution here. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Hill. Gary Neal comes in for Corey Brewer. Wiley, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Brian Roberts. Jackson is out there with Jody Meeks. And there's Roberson. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Morris at the 4 slot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Detroit leading by 7. Outside Jackson. To the wing on the left. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
And look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. First in fewest turnovers per game. Second in field goal percentage. And they're number 2 shooting from the stripe. I'd say they've taken advantage of the charity at the free throw line.
Used to be really bad.
Going back to their turnovers, fewest
they were like
in our
14th
league,
and
that
stuff.
shows you the intelligence they play with. You have
Now
to
they're
beat
second
them.
in steals.
They are not going to do it for you.
And whatnot.
Yeah, nice, strong
and
finish
second
there.
in
Nearly
fewest points per
three-point
game.
opportunity.
So that's good
Full
too.
throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 at the line. The first one falls.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
To the inside. And Freak throws it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
They set the screen. Jackson dishes to Morris. And Roberson kicks to Baines. The Pistons working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Meeks. Riley with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. Lawson in the corner. Ariza sets a screen for Lawson.
Yeah, good job to take it.
I don't know why he would go all the way out with his left instead of just using his right. He was already right there by the rim.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
It's not me.
That's good from Ty Lawson.
But I think we picked up Ty Lawson and dropped somebody else. I think it was Brad.
Lawson hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well.
Bradley,
you know what that can do.
He wasn't a good scorer. He was just
and Doris Burke has
he just had crazy defense. I would say
well,
that.
Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He ended
like
up with 34 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. The cherry on top for him, in addition to his outing, was ending the losing streak his team had been suffering through. We all know how big those moments can be for a team, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Morris with the bucket.
Going back to one shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And it's Freak missing. Detroit leading by 10.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Zone.
Here's Jackson. It's stolen by Lawson. Now here's Freak.
And for some reason, it didn't let me shoot it. It let me keep running.
And the first half is...
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
Run for it. And we're going to have to get more shots in the paint, obviously. Because they only got Drummond. And when Drummond's not in, there's no really big man in their paint. Morris, he starts to play outside on the wing, and I think when they put him in, he's their power forward, but he's not in the paint like that. Unless absolutely he's and then on offense he's on the wing, he's trying to hit threes or
everywhere.
Get on
a more productive day for him from long range.
And that was a great pass.
So on the floor for Houston.
Like I said, I don't know why.
Is the small forward and split the four. Austin out there with Wiley. And it's Hill in at the center position. Rogic kicks to Roberson. Here's Drummond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pistons have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Just whatever.
He's off on the first.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
So he comes up empty at the line. Hill is screen on Dragic. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off target from the wing. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off. So why?
The commentators just make it seem like I'm not even, like I don't hit
There's
threes.
the feed to Robertson.
Like, that's not what I do.
And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Roberson's
My
got
God,
the lead back up to 10 now for
really
Detroit.
hitting threes or dunking.
Here's the
And then
40.
out.
Here's Dragic to the middle and stolen by Ariza. There's the dish to Hill. There's the pass to Lawson. There's the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
He hit the three, I hit the three.
Johnson, the
Nobody
pass to
misses,
Drummond.
nobody will miss.
The 11-footer. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Drummond's got 11 points.
Drummond. Knocking them down.
Let's highlight the shooting guard position now and see which among them have averaged the most points. Freak, number one.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. I mean, he exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
Yeah, and you need that kind of burst from the off-guard position, and boy, does he
I'm glad I passed it down because I probably would have missed it, and I probably wouldn't have got fouled.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
But I thought his guy was going
That free throw missing. Ryan Roberts is checked in for Houston. And he's good on the second.
And Smith, he's low-key. He misses his free throws,
Pistons
too.
leading by 8.
But one game I had him to where he
Outside Dragic.
he had like,
Johnson dishes to Ilyasova.
was like 22.
And off the front.
Like 12
and in it
rebounds.
goes. Ilyasova's got his first points of the night.
Oh, okay.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And stolen by Drummond. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Rockets trail by 12. There's a screen. And Roberts kicks to Freak. Smith for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside Dragic. Martin wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3. The Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Smith on the wing. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Freak. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pistons leading by 12. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Freak with it. He's got 20. Releases. And the basket by Brewer.
It's too long, though, to get a shot up.
And here's Dragic.
Maybe it's just out the 10 point. That's why we're not
He kicks
going
it to
as fast as I
Ilyasova.
thought. He could have
That's
even
it,
run
coming
around
off an
the
assist
shit.
from
I saw
Dragic.
that a mile away.
Ilyasova's got 5.
It's such a sweet 3-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break.
Work the paint when we can.
Drummond the screen.
Hit our threes.
Now here's Dragic. Defense right on him. Johnson wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Detroit.
Boy, I really like the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Rockets trail
But
by
the only reason
14.
why is 'cause of
Smith
Dragic.
outside.
Dragic.
Pass to Roberts. Smith with a screen on Martin. Freak dishes to Brewer. To the paint. Here's Freak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. He has 20 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. The Rockets also changing it up. Jones comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's James Harden in for Brian Roberts. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Detroit leading by 13. Brewer with the steal. They set the pick. Houston moving the ball around. Smith sets the pick for Harden. Smith on the wing. The three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got 8 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play.
On the wing, Jackson. Another three for Detroit.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. To the wing on the left, and the wide-open shot from Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Ariza comes in for Josh Smith. And Gary Neal subbed in for Corey Brewer. Defense from Freak. Here's Harden. And Baines pulls it down.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely
and I
is.
do the same exact thing.
I mean, you saw it right there.
Have to be like
without his presence, that's an easy basket.
He could have shot the 3.
Screen by Jones. Out to the wing. From deep, Neal. Goes back up. On the basket by Jones.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate it.
Just a moment.
Up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Houston with a big group substitution here. Hill is checked in for Terrence Jones. Smith comes in for Trevor Ariza. Corey Brewer's checked in for Gary Neal. And it's Wiley in for James Harden. Johnson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Dragic. And there's Jackson. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Morris. Dragic the pass to Jackson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Drummond and the rejection by Smith. Jackson tips it up. It's good on the putback. And it's 13 points here for Drummond.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backboard.
Dragic left side. He kicks to Drummond. That's him coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's 15 points for Hunt.